Hello. We are on episode 1 of Real Perspectives. Right now, we are going to dive into relationships versus dating. There is multiple different avenues that we're going to take with this. So relax, take a moment to listen, and take a moment to also gain information, if you will, from two different perspectives, male and female. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So with relationships relationships versus dating, what do you feel like is the difference between relationships versus dating?
So I feel like the difference between relationships and dating is that, like, relationship obviously is the second step after dating, and it's a little bit more serious. But I feel like both of them are kind of serious. Both of them are serious, especially when it comes to somebody that you're actually taking serious.
But you gotta date them first.
Yeah,
You can...
I feel also you do have to date them first. But I feel like if you're dating in general, you should be trying to take them serious in the first place. Because it's a waste of time to not.
Not everybody. Like, you gotta vet them first. Once they get past a certain point, then it's like, all right, this is somebody I can take serious. But when you're dating, that's like trying to get to know them, and then you figure out, all right, whether or not they're in that category.
I don't think so, because of the fact that if you're dating somebody, obviously that you want something from them, whether that be
to see if they could be your person.
Yeah, but sometimes you could date them for other reasons. You know what I'm saying? But
then
regardless of the fact, it isn't like, I mean, because here's the thing: you could say if you're not so you could say even if you're not looking for something serious, dating is not a bad option to still do in that situation, because you're still getting to know that person. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So for dating, so like it doesn't have, like, even if you just wanted to mess around, dating is not a bad option.
No, if you just want to mess around, just mess around. Don't try to date somebody with the illusion of trying to find someone to eventually go exclusive with. I feel like that's the purpose of dating. Dating is because you want to eventually settle down. So you should only be dating if you eventually want to settle down with whoever you're dating. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you find that fits that you're dating, that fits that role that you possibly want to be with, then you go to that next step and go into a relationship with them. But I don't feel like if you want to fuck around that you should be dating. Because, like, that's lying. That's manipulative to try to be with somebody and then act like, oh, I want to be with you, but really you just want to fuck around. That's your goal. You should not be dating for that. Just be a hoe. Be single.
I don't think so.
Fuck out of here, no.
So,
what you mean?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? All right, so you said it was lying. That's the part I'm going to focus in on. So, if you choose to lie during the date, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? You cannot lie. But like, both of you guys can come to a conclusion that, okay, we're not interested in long term or in a serious fashion.
So you're
during the date. Yeah,
so that's just dating, and that's not. So yeah, then that's not a non-exclusive dating. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be mad if they talk to somebody else.
Because there's like what's the problem that you're having with being exclusive while dating? Like, there shouldn't be an issue being exclusive while you're dating.
But that person only want to be fucking around. He just fucking around anybody, and he don't want to be with you. That's retarded as fuck.
Okay, so that's the thing. So,
no.
Okay, so like I said, I feel like there's responsibilities and standards that comes with dating in general. That comes with dating in general. So basically, I feel like, regardless of the fact, if you're trying to do anything romantic, sexual, or anything like that, you should date that person to get to know them, and you should be exclusive. Give them the chance, because you don't know yet. And then even after you do know, if you guys are choosing to have relations with each other, I would hope that, you know what I'm saying, like, especially if you're not having intercourse protected.
See, because that's the difference. You cannot date with exclusivity. If you're dating with exclusivity, that just means you're in a relationship. That's why I say relationship versus dating, because you know what I'm saying? If you're dating with exclusivity, that means that you're just in a relationship with that person. If you can't date, because in a sense saying, oh, I'm just dating, but I'm just fucking this person, but like, that's not the only thing you're doing, because you know you don't want to be with that person, and you just want to fuck around. So, you know what I'm saying? There's no exclusivity in that. You know what I'm saying? It's just you wanting that person to be exclusive, and you not exclusive.
If you're messing with somebody, why are you not being exclusive to that person?
You just said that if they're dating and and their intention is to fuck around and not settle down, they could just date.
They can. You can mess around and date. Like, I don't understand what's... You
Nigga,
can't... So, okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you feel like if somebody's sexually active, right?
Uh-huh.
That they should find, just because they're not trying to be serious, they should have multiple partners?
No.
Because they're not trying to be serious.
No. I feel like no, hell no. Like, there should be categories. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, though, if you're, and here's the thing, if you're ultimately dating, or you're ultimately talking to people and stuff that you see as a prospect, then off rip, you should not be having sex with nobody. If you're trying to settle down off rip, you know what I'm saying? If your goal is to settle down, you should not be messing around with all of those different people that you want to date. At the end of the day, that should be your dwindling down time. That should be your, all right, I'm not messing with none of these dudes or girls or whatever, and I'm trying to see where their head is at. I'm trying to see, all right, boom, if I was to fuck with this person, do I want these traits? Or if I was to fuck with this person, do I want a baby with them? Or if I was to fuck with this person, do I really want that attachment? Are they gonna be crazy? You know what I'm saying? That should be your time to be figuring that shit out. But people be so busy on, I see this person, I like her, and we fuck her and date her. You know what I'm saying? But now you confused, and now you know what I'm saying, you tripping over yourself and shit, because now this bitch really crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Really, you done got yourself in a crazy ass position, all because you was thinking, oh, let me just fuck first. And you know what I'm saying?
I didn't say nothing about messing around first. I just said that you can date and that be the precursor for an intercourse, like, relationship. So I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like,
so y'all shouldn't be fucking though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's not like, okay, you can say, okay, y'all shouldn't be messing around. If you're dating, you shouldn't be messing around.
Until, you know what I'm saying, you know that's somebody you actually may possibly want to go to the next level with. Why are you just fucking around, fucking people that you just randomly, oh, I think I like this person, let me fuck them.
No,
I like this person, let me fuck them.
If you're sexually active in the first place, like, you're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? If
you know you're gonna do it. You got free will. You got
obviously you cannot do it. Obviously, that's what I'm saying. You can obviously not do it, and you can still date and not have intercourse. Mm-hmm. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if y'all are gonna have intercourse, you might as well date first. It doesn't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That should be a precursor. Like, boom. Like, I need to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when you get the vibes. All right, this person, if they're serious or not, whether you like them or not, and then put them in a category in your head. Like, okay,
I agree.
And then, but let them know on the date. Like, okay, so this is how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you think about this? About this relationship that I do want to have, and what that entails? You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just messing around. And you just mess around with anybody you want. Y'all didn't get to know each other. You didn't sit down. You didn't have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You having a debate with somebody or that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Or that you don't know can even take that step.
And I agree with that. That's why I feel like, you know what I'm saying, understanding the difference between relationships and dating is understanding where y'all stand. You know what I'm saying? You know, because like if you like I said, you cannot be dating and be one. Oh, but you gotta be exclusive, because like if you're dating multiple different people, but, you know what I'm saying? But claiming, oh, I'm not in a relationship, but I'm dating. Like, nigga, but you can't do that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You really can't do that, and like, then still be fucking like that's crazy. That's why STDs is running rampant.
Yeah, that's exactly that's another thing too, is the STD. So yeah, that's why I said though, like,
you might as well just be in a relationship and make it exclusive.
I mean, no, not necessarily. Because some people are not ready for a relationship.
Then stop fucking. Why
that
you
doesn't make any sense.
People?
That doesn't make any sense.
You bored?
Okay, it's not about being bored.
Find one person you like to fuck and then just fuck with them until you get ready for a relationship.
That's what I said, though. That's what I said. So, but if, like I said, during that process,
not different people, but one person.
I didn't say that. Like I said, so I'm agreeing with you with that.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying though is that, like I said, dating, after having the dating process and being able to figure that person out. And then you guys both decide, okay, this is the type of relationship we want to be in, where it's just strictly intercourse or strictly whatever, right? So, so not having like, so basically not like being you don't have to be in an exclusive relationship to have intercourse. I feel like if at least you guys got past the dating part and you got to know each other.
Hopefully.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hopefully you got to know each other. You got to know, like, that actual person.
Because you shouldn't be sharing fluids with a motherfucker that you don't actually want to be around. Don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because then, like I said, people be going crazy. People, you know what I'm saying, want to be around you all the time and you don't even want them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole lot of shit that you can just avoid by not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dating, I feel like dating is like, that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, dating is the point of gaining knowledge, gaining information, and seeing if that puzzle piece fit. Then relationship is, all right, boom, that puzzle piece fit. I feel like I'm compatible with this person. I want to fuck with them and see how long we rock out. You know what I'm saying? And then so here for so forth after that. That's what I feel like is, you know what I'm saying? It should be stepping stones.
Yeah,
you know
it
what
is
I'm saying?
stepping stones.
And
all
they
that.
should not be skipped. They should not be altered.
Yeah, but okay,
they
so
should just
let
be
me ask you this.
stepped on.
Let's say, so you said during the dating process, you guys shouldn't have intercourse, right? You said?
Not necessarily. See, here's the thing, right? That should be the last thing y'all do. Like, that's the last part of chemistry. I personally feel like. Because even then, that's foreplay, my nigga. Like, wait, well, you missing out a whole abundant full of weeks of talking and foreplay. And you know what I'm saying? Before you get to that shit, you don't even know how it's going to be because you just over here trying to jump the gun and jump bones.
Yeah, I feel like, obviously, like, that's going to be the last thing after you guys got to know each other during the, and it might take, the time frame depends on how well you guys communicated to figure each other out. But, and how honest both of you were. But, like, I don't think, like, it should be exclusive, right? Like, you can't mess around while you guys are dating.
With different people?
No, obviously not with different people. That's not
but
what I said.
you can mess around with the same person, I guess.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah,
because
if you're just
I feel
dating.
like that's part of getting
here's my thing, though. But, like,
somebody.
how long that shit gonna last? Because, like, be fucking for real. Like, ain't nobody finna be just, we're dating, we're not exclusive. We're dating, and I'm just fucking this one person, and you don't want to commit to me and be in a relationship with me. Like, that's dumb as fucking. That's wasting my time.
Okay, that's okay. So
no female want to do that, and that's the problem.
Okay,
that's retarded.
Now here's the thing, because you can say that, but at the end of the day,
they don't say that.
You
that's
can
what
say
it
that,
is.
but at the end of the day, though, people mess around and not have dated nor be in a relationship. So
okay, we already know that, but at the end of the day, though, they already. And here's the thing. And that's why, because people be skipping steps and shit, or they already don't want that person. They just going through lust and just fucking somebody that they want to sexually fuck, but they know they don't want to be around that person every single fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But at the end of the day, if you really was the type of person who actually wanted to settle down and be a fucking family or something with a person or find your soulmate, the first step of that is to close your fucking legs or to tuck your dick, nigga, and like relax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously.
Talk to them.
Obviously.
And then if you should not be dating somebody and not in a relationship with them for more than, nigga, especially a couple weeks. Y'all fucking how often? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way y'all fucking more than 5 times and now we not in a relationship yet. Okay. What are you talking about? Like,
okay, yeah,
you've been at my house all week.
So, yeah, no, like, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Do you get
I hear you for sure. I definitely hear you.
Because, like, oh my gosh.
But, like I said, I for one don't feel like there should be a time frame on none of this.
What do you mean?
Because of the fact that you have different people of different every
yes,
different
but nobody wants their
different.
time wasted.
Okay, that's understandable, but like I said,
and then if you're the only one with ulterior motives, and it's like that's our communication, bro.
Okay, yeah. So
that's what's next.
Let me finish what I'm saying. So basically, right? Yeah. You have different people of different intellect, different backgrounds and stuff like that. Like it might take somebody a whole month or 2 months to actually figure somebody out. You know what I'm saying?
2 months. You gotta be fucking that whole time.
It might take the next person 1 or 2 days.
But you gotta be fucking the whole time.
And nobody said you got to do anything.
Okay,
like,
so
it's not forced.
so what? Here's the thing.
Let's
say something that
like
makes sense.
Okay, I feel like this. If you are sexually active and your partner's sexually active, and you guys are going to be having intercourse with anybody, it should be with somebody that you're dating. Mm-hmm. You know. So regardless of the fact of whether you're in a relationship or not, even if you're just in a dating process, which I do feel like intercourse should be integrated in the dating process because of the fact that it's part of...
At some point.
Yeah, at some point. But, you know what I'm saying?
But ain't no way you finna tell me you dated me for 6 months to a year and you don't want to be in a relationship yet.
That's a long time.
Weird.
That's a long time. And like I said, it's depending on both of you. So if somebody is not comfortable with that time frame, then obviously
most females want to lock in, want you to stay at their house within the third fuck.
Let me ask you this then.
Like, come on now.
Let me ask you this then. How long does it take somebody to open up then? Fully.
What do you mean?
How long does it take somebody fully to open up?
That shit that happens with years. That's not something
exactly.
What? So what? So what are you talking about?
What you mean? Okay, so like I said.
No, what I'm saying is if y'all fucking, there's no way that I'm sitting here fucking with you and you're telling me that you don't want to exclusively be in a relationship with me. You just want to date me. And for the reality of the fact that you just don't want to commit.
ain't nobody said that you don't want to commit. It's the fact that you
You
need to get to know that person before you commit.
But you gotta fuck me the whole entire time.
Nobody said
while
you got to do
figuring shit
anything. That's a little.
Okay, my point
that's a little
is
aggressive
like,
there. Nobody said you got to do anything.
Still.
Like what I'm saying is that you should definitely, if you guys are going to do it anyways.
Yes, if you're gonna do it, it is. But at the end of the day, like you like. Yes, and that's understandable.
You
You
know
know
what I'm saying?
But like you can't like it's two separate people. You can't control what the other person doing, and you never know what somebody's doing. And that's what sucks about all of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like I said, that's what I said. Like definitely, if you guys are dating, or even if you're being sexually active,
y'all should want to be exclusive while you figuring that shit out.
Yeah, dating exclusive, like that's the mess.
No, ain't no dating exclusive. I said being a relationship exclusive while you just figure shit out, because that's what I said. It's tiers to it.
Bro.
Listen. Because here's my thing though. If she was able to pass the first test, the first 3-4 tests and shit with you. Y'all got to the point where y'all fucking and stuff. You like it. Y'all enjoy it. You like to spend time with her. Good vibes, good shit, good all time and shit. Y'all even got great conflict resolution. At the end of the day, she has already ticked off certain boxes within that area that you should commit to at that point. And if you feel like there is more that she needs to tick off, then okay, boom, we're committed in a relationship, just us fucking with each other only. And then, alright, boom, we can level up from now, go wherever with that. You know what I'm saying? Once we're committed in a relationship together only. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to be committed to somebody, but you already know that they passed certain levels, because if you was to start over and go with somebody else, you gotta check off those boxes that the old girl already checked off. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So that's why I said, why not be dating exclusive? No, be in a relationship exclusive while you figure since you already figured out that they was that good enough. If they wasn't good enough, you wouldn't want to go that far with them. You wouldn't even be considering that shit. Because most dudes know who the fuck know that person is somewhat livable within 3 days.
Okay, let me tell you why I have a hesitance towards that. It's because, like we were saying at the beginning, dating and a relationship is two different things. The dating part is like level 1, level 2, you know what I'm saying? And it comes with level 1 and level 2 responsibilities. Relationship, that's something different. That comes with different responsibilities, different, you know what I'm saying, standards, and different requirements too. Now, and one of those requirements, I feel like the differences between dating and relationship is the fact that like dating is more open and more like introductory. I feel like you guys should definitely be exclusive sexually because you don't want to spread a disease. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get something and give something to somebody new, you know? And obviously if you're
or you want to be loyal, like that's
and during even during the dating process, if you guys feel like you're not sexually compatible, then I don't think it's bad to just
break up.
Yeah, not break. I mean, dating. If you're dating somebody,
I mean, obviously really split ways. Go stand there
you can definitely split ways. Obviously, you know. But a relationship is different. A relationship is like a pact, basically, where you guys made. It's like, okay, now we're going something for longer term. That's where like you can guys move in with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys are sharing more.
Yeah. See, but I feel like there's a lot of situations where people will pass off trying to state the commitment of being in a relationship just because they enjoy the luxury of just dating.
Yeah, if you're doing that doesn't.
That's bogus.
Yeah, that's a waste of time. You're wasting your time. Not only is it wasting like your individual times, but it's wasting your times for like building together, having a family possibly, or just basically your future. You're wasting your time for your future. But regardless of the fact though, you're still gonna have people that's still gonna just be playing around, especially like the younger crowd. They're obviously a lot of the people that are younger. They're not trying to be fully in a serious relationship off rip. You know what I'm saying? You just came out of high school, whatever the case may be. You're trying to kind of like.
So you need to be realistic at the first. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. Be realistic about your age and you know what I'm saying, where you are in your life.
Yeah, it's more of a mentality. You know, like if you're actually looking to a relationship, like there's some people that off the gate, they had a great family. They want to continue that. Like they want what their parents had, and they come in with that mentality. Like I want to instantly go and start a family. I really want to be committed to this one person. I really want to have a wife or a husband. And then you have others that maybe, you know, even if they had a great home, whatever, they just don't. Yeah, they just don't feel like, okay, this is the cradle of creme of life. Like I don't think like the white picket fence of the kids and the husband or the wife. I don't feel like that's at the most forefront of my mind. Mm-hmm. They're thinking about either careers or other things. So it's like,
why are you still having kids? Though? Why are you doing all of
sometimes kids come with accidents. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes kids come with.
You ain't accidentally.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, that's why I said though. At least if that's why, with my perspective, if you're dating first and you at least know them, you know, you got to know them to some higher degree than other than we just met. We ain't dating. We ain't in relationship. We ain't doing none of that. But we just messing around because I don't want to take nobody serious. Mm-hmm. Then that's when the consequences come. It's like, okay, now you have a child with somebody that you don't even know for real. They may or may not be there. They may not be a good prospect to raise a child. They may not be financially stable or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like that comes with you dating, you know, like, all right, we're, even if it's just like, okay, we went out a couple of times, like we got to know each other.
See, I agree, but I just feel like there should be a time limit on the dating phase, just out of respect for people's time. Okay. Cause like, ain't no way you telling me you dating me for, like I said, 6 months to a year to, you know what I'm saying, whatever, and you over wild. Here playing, like, yeah, no, we not in a relationship, cause I just don't know if you, da-da-da, like, what, like, you've been around me this long, like, if I don't match that up, go find something that do, cause, okay, like, you wasting my time.
So, like, I feel like I said, you guys have to definitely communicate that, like, and see where each other's time frames look like, mm-hmm. and then sometimes it might differ from somebody else. Mm-hmm. Like you might be with somebody a dating phase. That's why I said no time limits, because of the fact that you might be with somebody and you instantly know, like, oh no, this is my person. Like I want to be with them. Da da da. Mm-hmm. And then, but it might be with somebody else that you're dating, and it's just like, oh well, I kind of feel like I maybe like this person. It might take some more time for me to figure that out because I'm seeing some red flags, or there's something that I'm not sure about with them, or that I don't feel like they're being completely as open, or they may be where our communication may be a little off. So it might take some time to be able to actually figure that person out. That's why I don't suggest like, okay, no, cut off like let's just say we get a call for like a month, right? Mm-hmm. Now let's just say if everybody followed that rule where it's like, okay, only a month. So the people that are kind of iffy about each other, mm-hmm. they're like, oh, that 1 month is coming up. Like, we got to get in a relationship.
Because here's my thing,
let's
though.
Say, then let's say we get in a relationship during a month, right? Mm-hmm. Now we're fully committed relationship because that's the time frame. Mm-hmm. Then y'all move in together, you have a kid.
That's crazy.
Then you figure out,
wait. I never said.
That's why I said no time frame.
First off, that don't make sense.
Let me finish though.
Oh, that don't even make sense.
Let me cut. Let me say. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So boom, right? Then it's like, oh, now y'all forced to do that. And then it's like, even with the sexual thing, it's like we're holding off on sexual intercourse during that time period. It's like there shouldn't be a time frame. Like y'all should definitely communicate and get the feels for it and see. And it depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And but like I said, the standards though, I feel like the standard just has to be there. Like you have to be dating somebody in order for you to be having an intercourse. Like you need to get to know them. You can't just see somebody. Oh, like let's be spontaneous and just go to the back for a quick or go in the car. Like no. Like, it don't matter what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know that person. That person could have been with the whole city, and now you figuring it out from your friend, you know what I'm saying, a week or two later.
You don't know that within a month.
You don't. You know what I'm saying? It's depending
even on, then, do it matter? Like,
that depends on
if that's your person, that's your person.
Let's say you like to stay in the house, though. Let's say you like to stay in the house, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Then stay in the house.
Okay, but let's say you popped out for one day, you know what I'm saying?
Don't pop out again.
Or they caught you outside of a Walmart. You know what I'm saying? They just holler at you, whatever, right? You don't know because you don't have that much friends. You don't go out that much. You're not really on social media. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So then you find out later on, because this is a time frame. Mm-hmm. You find out later on, oh, like that's crazy. This person, you know what I'm saying? It was everybody. He got 5 kids, or you know what I'm saying, with 5 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? And
if you didn't know that if you a month in, you didn't know that somebody had 5 baby mamas, you wasn't dating properly.
Yeah, obviously.
Because what?
Yeah,
how the hell you don't know that?
Yeah, like definitely. That's why I said that communication is important.
Because like there's dating is not talking. You know what I'm saying? You're not just talking to somebody. Like, dating is I'm seeing this person at least 2 times a week.
Yeah, I feel like so. Here's the qualification I feel like y'all should have during the dating process. I feel like boom. During the dating process, y'all need to definitely have conversations, have a place to sit down to talk. And it don't got to be nowhere fancy, because it has to be somewhere comfortable that y'all are comfortable. Mm-hmm. That fancy stuff, it kind of gets in the way of certain things. Like, you're not going to ask crazy questions in the middle of a fancy restaurant. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing that. and that conversation needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to be comfortable for that. So yeah, if it takes a picnic, if it takes, hey, you can come over to my place, I can cook for you.
No.
Okay, that's a little.
That's entrapment.
All right, that depends on the person though. Obviously, they look like Jeffrey Dahmer or whatever. You don't obviously get in the car with them. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all know y'all vibing, like y'all, you know what I'm saying? I feel safe with this person. Like I know that their family member or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They cool peoples, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're comfortable. And or like, oh, I know they're not gonna try nothing with me. You know what I'm saying? So certain things like that is just whatever y'all decide to date at. You know what I'm saying? It could be somewhere fancy and y'all just have a conversation there too. I'm not saying that that's excluded. I'm just saying that it's somewhere that you both are comfortable and able to fully communicate. You know what I'm saying? Based off of who you are and who you're dating. So, and that's different for everybody. So yeah, after the different communication stage, I feel like also you guys need to kind of get to know the family a little bit. Get to know their family a little bit at some point. You know, so I know that's a little old school, but you definitely want to do that because them family members, there's some family members and other family
if they matter. See if that's the type of person that shit matter, because it really shouldn't matter to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. They're not fucking that person for you. They're not, you know what I'm saying, being around that person for you. So they really shouldn't have a say. And then half of them don't even like the relationships they in. So they shouldn't have no fucking say in what the fuck you got going on.
No, I'm not saying go get a say. I'm saying like you introduce yourself to their family because you're trying to get the feel for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Get more information, get more.
From the family ain't gonna give you no accurate shit.
Trust me.
They be hating.
Okay, yeah. That you also see that too. You witness that too.
Okay, but if you outsider coming in, how you gonna know who to trust? Whose perspectives to trust?
You have to come in open minded. You know what I'm
that
saying?
requires a smart person. So that means you gotta hope you picked right with a guy with discernment. Or a girl with discernment who's able to tell those things. Because they will take everything, they take that shit to their ear and then run with it.
That's part of the process though. You know what I'm saying? So if you, let's say, like I said, let's say you just
throw into the wolves.
Yeah, like not throw, it's like basically like boom, you coming in like, okay, like let's say you have a crazy family, right? Let's say it was Medea or whatever, right? And you coming in into the family, you realize, okay, this person that I'm dating is the only sane one out of the family. That person, that's something that they need to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? They need that sane person in the family needs to know that, hey, this person I'm dating can see that. You know what I'm saying? That you need to be able to discern, like, because you don't have discernment, you can't see like, okay, like
you better hope you chose the only sane person.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, that's how you bypass that. Where it's like, oh, I didn't know. Now you know. You know what I'm saying? Now you know, like now you know. That's how you know if somebody had discernment or not, by putting them in situations like that. You know, sometimes it's not always just sit down. We had a talk, had a communication.
See how they handle situations.
Yeah, you got to put them in situations like that. You know what I'm saying? Also, another one I feel like.
What about people? Some people be isolating you from their family, so you don't even meet them.
Oh yeah, that's a red flag though. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag. Even like I said, even if you don't like necessarily your family, you're having a falling out with your family. I feel like at least showing them, like, seeing that. Because here's two things that could happen during that thing. You can bring the person you're dating around the family, and then y'all both just see, like, maybe that's just clarification for you. Like, okay, you see I'm not crazy, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? They wilding, right? Am I right or am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? That'll help you figure out from an outsider. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking in, like, okay, nah. Sometimes they'll turn around like, nah, you really tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to apologize to your family because you wilding, or boom, like, yeah, nah, your family really wilding and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you really have to just be open to the fact that. Just being open to constructive criticism, like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like, like, that's one, and then I feel like another one is that you guys should definitely start spending the night. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be with intercourse, like, definitely spending the night.
Around each other, for sure.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Even if just, hey, let me sleep over, like,
I want to know your routine.
Yeah, bring a little sleeping bag, you know what I'm saying? Bring a little whatever. Yeah, definitely, that's what I'm saying. So that goes into telling you that. It tells you a lot more than just a lying. Like, just like, oh, we sit down. You could lie. You could sit down at the table and lie to somebody, you know? But it ain't no lying when that's going to decipher, all right, do this person got kids? Do this person has somebody else living with them? Do this person live with somebody else? Do this person got a place?
Because if they can't spend a night, then why can't you spend a night?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
You live by yourself,
right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, so now it's not really based off of, oh, okay, well, now I didn't know because they lied to me. No, now you know. You know what I'm saying? So
he
this
can't
part-
pick up and leave the
can't
next
nobody,
morning and shit.
Can't nobody
on
hide
nothing.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Unless, I mean, you could, if you was real meticulous, ain't no dude.
They be
doing
doing. You say ain't no dude doing it. They be doing it. What you talking about? I be seeing it.
If you a dude doing it, that's wild. Like
nigga, they claim they tell one wife they at work, go to the other girl house, or go to work, then go to the other girl house, be there all night, then go back home to their wife.
That's wild.
Yeah, that shit is
that's
insane.
wild. But that's what I'm saying. So
the deepest pits.
Yeah, multiple times though, just come around multiple times, spending multiple, and then pop-ups. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like what's wrong with a pop-up?
See, but no, that's what you're saying. You say that until you remember that story I told you about that girl who, she popped up on that nigga she was just talking to, and when he had that girl in the house, and they got to fighting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was fucking other bitches. That's the point about it. You should stop dating people that you don't see or don't. You know what I'm saying? That's liars. If they're a liar, don't date them.
I feel like no. I mean, yeah, obviously, if you figure out beforehand that they're a liar, don't date them. But you're not going to figure that out until after you figure out that they're a liar.
You see signs. People most liars, big liars, be lying about small shit.
Yeah.
They do.
Sounds good, but that depends, like I said, how good your intelligence is or how good your discernment is.
Some people don't be having good discernment.
Yeah, some people don't have the good discernment. So it's like, now, it's like, even if you don't have discernment, when you do pop-ups, you know what I'm saying, you're going to figure it out regardless. Mm. Now, I do say, if you popping up and y'all just dating, don't be getting mad, you know what I'm saying, doing all the most, trying to break through
See, but then you say don't get mad, but like, nigga, crash out. That's crash out worthy.
Yeah, I understand.
Because how dare you play with me?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if y'all not in a relationship that y'all just dating, we still trying to figure each other out, that's your time to be like, all right, no, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to ghost you. That's it.
Can't slash a tire or something?
No, at that point, no. Y'all are not, like I said, y'all not.
But he lied. He told me he was being exclusive. He ain't tell me it was a free throw.
Imagine, like I said, though, you just saved your time. You just saved your peace. That's what you did. You know what I'm saying? That's enough for you. That doing all the extra stuff just brings along.
So you just gotta take the waste of time on the chin.
Like I said, that's why I said the dating process is very important. You know what I'm saying? You got to do certain things like that so that you can figure it out early. You know what I'm saying? Even before or after y'all already messing around. Mm-hmm. Y'all go ahead. Y'all do these certain things. I know this is controversial. People are like, oh, you shouldn't be. No, it's like to be honest, like the only people that really have a problem with that, ask yourself this: if he was not doing nothing, why would you have a problem with your girlfriend or not even your girlfriend, somebody you're dating, to pop up and like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's cook today. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the groceries. Let's go grocery shopping
Exactly.
together. You know what I'm saying?
There shouldn't be a problem.
There is no problem unless you have something to hide. You know what I'm saying? Unless, you know what I'm saying? It's something. Like all the others, I be hearing bullshit. I see like, oh, I wasn't ready or that exposed. If you wasn't ready, if you're not ready, then boom, like let them, like that lets the person know, like, okay, look, even though I wasn't ready for you, I didn't clean, but you know what I'm saying? I'll clean right now. You know what I'm saying? You can clean while they're there.
Or we could just head out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just head out.
But somebody who really mess with you, that's, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they will help you.
Yeah,
you know
like, you know
what
what I'm saying? Help them
clean
clean the house. You know what I'm saying? Like pop-ups, whatever.
But then that also tell you, like, too, you know what I'm saying? Some people be judgy. That's why, you know what I'm saying? The dating part, that's why people really got the game messed up. Like, they be trying to combine, dating and what is a relationship or relationship is dating.
Nah.
Like, cause like really, you know what I'm saying? One is like a vetting process. The other one's like, all right, I vetted. Now I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm settling it in.
Yeah, now we working it. Now it's serious.
We figuring this out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But like, that's insane to try to combine that and then to take advantage of, you know what I'm saying? People's naivety in being the labels, you know what I'm saying, and focusing on the labels. So that's why I say fuck the labels, nigga. What are you doing? Yeah, that's why I've never been the type of person to focus on words. I just focus on actions because I gotta see. You know what I'm saying? What you moving like? You know what I'm saying? How you doing?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because people be lying.
Yeah,
what's the point of lying?
People do lie. You know what I'm saying? If you're good at catching lies though, then that's nothing.
I shouldn't have to keep catching lies like catching flies. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like no.
But like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a waste of time because like even if you're good at telling lies, you're good at telling if somebody's lying to you. Mm-hmm. Even if they're lying, all it's doing is just telling you, okay, this person's a liar and stuff, and it doesn't really waste your time because you know that. Mm-hmm. If you're not though, then yeah, that's why I said the extra steps are there for you.
See, but that's why how people create villains though. You don't do that to nobody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, across the board. Obviously across the board. Obviously, like if y'all are dating, That's why I said y'all got to be exclusive during that dating process.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no, oh, we dating, but I'm gonna mess around with whoever because we're not in a relationship. No,
because that's
the
dirty.
the dating process is part of being sexually exclusive to that person. If you want to go mess with somebody else, you need to let that person know, like, boom, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to date right now. You know what I'm saying? XYZ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. And then go mess with whoever you want to mess with. You know what I'm saying? And go date them, though. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, because you don't want to just be out here messing with everybody.
Yes, you're going to get something.
You're definitely going to get something. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's not just get something, like, you could just be put in situations you don't be put in with that person. You know what I'm saying? And
seriously.
Yeah, messing around.
So you just came for the fun, and now you getting shot at.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because they got ops. Like, that's just stupid. Like, get me out of here.
That's wild, bro.
That's horrible.
So, yeah, but I feel like relationship, though, like I said, it is way more serious than dating. It's like, that's like where we're gonna finalize this. We're actually working towards something.
And you checked a lot of my boxes. From when we was dating.
The more important ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because why you shouldn't be getting a low relationship with nobody.
Yeah.
That you don't know, that you haven't checked off boxes, that you don't know literally splat by that person, but they first name, maybe they last. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
What's
I
the
feel
point
like
of
relationships. A couple things I feel like that's pertaining to only relationships is like, boom, like not sleeping the night, but actually living with somebody. If you're living with somebody that's not your family member, unless you're like a roommate, obviously, if they're just a roommate. But if you have sexual interest or you have dating, you know what I'm saying, on your mind with that person, then yeah, living with that person, that's y'all got to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to both y'all names on the lease. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's certain stuff when it comes to that. But yeah, definitely living together, trying to have kids with each other. So y'all
you shouldn't be having kids with nobody you're not in a relationship with. Yeah. Exclusive relationship. They didn't say, you are mine, I am yours, we are in this forever. Don't have no baby with nobody like that. And then they gotta say that shit when they sober. They gotta say that shit when y'all sitting across from each other not fucking. You know what I'm saying? No pillow talking, no room for bullshit. Cause like, you gotta really get down to the nitty gritty before you over here decide to have a baby with somebody. Cause then, you know what I'm saying, they wanna leave or anything like that, nigga, you stuck. Like, don't do that to yourself. Like, that don't make sense. It literally doesn't make sense. And now you sick. You sick as fuck. And you gotta start over.
Yeah. So a lot of
with stuff.
Yeah, so when you start doing a lot of that stuff, you start, you know what I'm saying, dating properly, then you'll start picking out stuff that would have had you messed up in the long run. Yeah, so you definitely want to make sure, it's 11:11. Yeah. So you definitely want to make sure that you're definitely dating properly, not with intention. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, when you're in a relationship, take a relationship serious, bro. Like, don't do all that, like, cheating stuff. And
wasting time
and stuff like that. That's not going to help you in the long run, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's better for you. It's really better for you to break up with somebody than to play in their face. Because
once that crash out ball start rolling, you have no control on where it lands. You have no control. That shit's just like a cannonball. David and Goliath, and you're not David. Like, like, come on now. Like, there's no reason to even put yourself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Just, like, seriously.
Yeah, even when it comes to non-consequences, though, too. Like, that shit is still important because of the fact that, boom, let's say you in a relationship with somebody and y'all having a good relationship, XYZ, and it's like, okay, something about to happen where it's like, okay, maybe I want to cheat. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. Or maybe she gonna cheat, or maybe whatever case it may be. I feel like, boom, cut it off before that even happens. Like, if it took you to the point where it's like, okay, I want to do that thing, y'all don't need to be in a relationship together. Cut it off.
Yeah, because clearly you don't want to be with that person. There's something in you that's like, oh, nah, I'm tempted. Like, what you tempted for? What you doing?
So basically, just go ahead and cut it off, because here's how it's gonna save you in the long run. Where y'all cut it off first, boom, it's like, all right, you do whatever you do. Maybe you might find out, okay, the person I was cheating with. The person well, technically it's not cheating if you broke up with them first, but it's still a little crazy. But yeah, boom, maybe a person I try to be with or whatever. I find out, all right, maybe they're not the one, or you know what I'm saying. It was something that it was obviously a situation where I thought the grass was greener on the other side,
and most of the time it's not, and you be sick as fuck, and then want to go back to whoever, and you can't because you done fucked it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now
they hate you.
Yeah, but imagine now they're gonna respect you more that you at least broke up with them. You know what I'm saying? and it's like it's not really that much of a hurt.
See, here's my thing. Yes and no though, because the fact that you was in a relationship with me, you got tempted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your shit tingled for a little bit. I don't like it.
That's why I said,
we got beef.
Yeah, that's why I said. So like, I feel like, yeah, but I feel like, yeah. So I think that's what I think too. Like, boom, y'all date, whatever. Mm-hmm. I feel like, and then after you get in a relationship, I feel like every time you break up with somebody, you should go back to the dating process first, and then back to relationship if y'all want to do that. So it's a reset. I feel like, you know what I'm saying.
They can't move out. That's why I said when you're just because you say we're gonna be in a relationship, there's still steps to go in that relationship phase. You don't just be like, oh, we're boyfriend girlfriend, then tomorrow y'all go have a baby. You know, see y'all go do IVF or some weird shit. No, like that's insane. Like no, there's still steps within that. So as soon as once they pass those initial dating steps and y'all say, okay, boom, we're in a relationship now, then you move into, all right, so now let me see. Let's put ourselves in a situation where let me be around you. You know what I'm saying? Way more often than I was previously. Let me cook for you. Let me see if you can cook. Then how do you handle survival? You know what I'm saying? Hey, boom, I got 4 items right here. What are you going to do if I put these 4 items in front of you? Try to see how their instincts work. You know what I'm saying? Because even if they don't have none, are you willing to put in yourself or handle the lack? Okay. 1 second, guys. All right. So we are back. So, like we were saying, you want to bring us back in?
So yeah, basically we were saying, well, you were saying that, yeah, you feel like people shouldn't just hop having a baby after being in a relationship.
Yeah, like it take time. Like you used to like them final like steps should never be coming in right when y'all just hit the boyfriend girlfriend stage. Like that's freaking insane. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't play house and you don't even know if you got a husband yet. You know what I mean? You just know that, oh, I really like this person and they just check my boxes. You know what I'm saying? But you still got some vetting to do. You still got some, you know what I'm saying, situations to go through because you haven't handled that person when they're angry. You haven't handled that person when they're happy. You haven't you obviously handle them when they're happy. You haven't handled them when they're sad. You don't know how you handle situations when people are sad. You have never been in those type of situations, especially if you haven't been the type of person who have been in multiple relationships before in your life. If you're just now starting off and that's your first relationship, you don't even know how to really handle a relationship. So to instantly get into a relationship and say, oh yeah, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, it's good to be exclusive with somebody. So that's a great first step. But at the same time, that does not mean, all right, boom, mommy, daddy time. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still need to relax and still see, like, hey, boom, all right, let's date each other a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But we're dating each other more exclusively. We're around each other instead of 2 times a week, which that's what it was when you were dating. Now it's 4 or 5 times a week. You know what I'm saying? That we're around each other. If not 7 times a freaking week. You know what I'm saying? I got a toothbrush at his house. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Or I got a drawer. Something like that. Because there's no reason for you to be jumping the gun. What are you scared of? Why are you running? Why are you scared? You know what I'm saying? Why are you chasing a goal? Because most of the times when you chase a goal, you didn't thoroughly think it through. You know what I'm saying? You tripping over yourself trying to get to the end, and you didn't realize you missed some steps. Now you confused. Now you like, dang, I didn't think about this. Yeah, you didn't, because you didn't give yourself time to. You didn't give situations in life time to even show you the things that it needed to show you.
Yeah. And it's definitely some different requirements when it comes to each stage in life. We should do another talk about that too, like requirements for each stage. But like for dating stage, the relationship stage, the having kids stage, or the marriage stage or whatever. But yeah, so basically, yeah, it's definitely some different requirements. And then it's more expectations when it comes to being in a relationship with somebody, and even just living with somebody. Like, because not everybody has their different ways of how they grew up, or different needs, or whatever the case may be, or wants, or whatever. So you definitely want to, especially before having a kid. Kids come with a lot of requirements, like. There's a lot of stuff that you don't understand while you're single, or even while you're young, that you need to, and it's no way that you can, unless you had somebody from the previous generation tell you that. You know what I'm saying? But in a lot of these people are not telling their kids specific.
Nothing.
Yeah, like I feel that needs to be had. The conversation needs to be had where it's like the older generation needs to go ahead and tell the younger generation, like you got kids, for sure. I know that it's a soft spot when it comes to the age like 16 to 18, where people that they stop talking. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, I don't want to talk about that with my kid, but like you need to talk.
You need to.
You need to give them
say
that.
something.
Yeah, you need to give them that because you need to let them know like, okay, look, there's requirements when it comes to having kids, and tell them what they are. You know what I'm saying? Tell them about your struggles that you had, and be honest. You know what I'm saying?
I need to be on the same page.
Yeah, just be honest. Be completely honest. Be coherent, because if you're not honest with your kids, they might fall into the traps that you didn't tell them. You know what I'm saying?
Tell them your regrets.
Yeah,
the things that you wish you did better.
Yeah, tell them everything. You know what I'm saying? Tell them everything that you experienced, everything that you did wrong, everything you did right, everything you wish you could have did, everything that, you know what I'm saying, you knew you could have did better. Everything that you're sorry for, everything that you're grateful for.
Because imagine you die with that knowledge and you ain't helped nobody.
Right.
You just kept that. You just, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, people will try to be like, oh, well, I don't have to. Blah, blah. But yes, the fuck you do. When you decided to have a kid, you literally forced somebody else to go through the same exact experience, if not worse, than what you went through, and you aided them with none of the experience that you gained, none of the knowledge, none of the pathways, none of the life vests that you even received yourself.
Yeah.
That's bogus as hell.
Yeah, that's very important. That's your main job as a parent.
Like, what are you here for?
Yeah, that's your main, because if you think about it, everything else is not important because of the fact that if, let's say teaching thing is very important. You could teach your kids, you could not have to wipe your kid's butt because you taught them how to go potty. Mm-hmm. Or you could teach your kids, you could not have to feed your kids because you taught them how to cook. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You just provide the food, obviously. So that teaching stuff is a very important quality that needs to be had. So like I said in our talks, I feel like that teaching, like the ability to teach and the ability to like help somebody have constructive criticism with somebody and actually communicate and help them and actually want to help them. That's why I see a lot of people, they just not willing to help each other. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, there's like all these little problems I be seeing, like even on these like pop balloon shows and stuff like that. When y'all be saying these crazy ass stuff like, oh, they don't dress how I want, or oh, like something was a little off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not deep enough.
Yeah, it's not like, deep enough. Like, what are you talking about? These are situations that could be handled within like a day. Y'all are talking about, like, why are you talking about stuff that can be handled in a day? Oh, they don't got no tattoos. They can get tattoos tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's not even a very good requirement. But regardless of the fact, that's something that's minuscule. Like, you're missing out. Imagine you just missed out on
your husband,
or your wife because they don't have this stupid quality. Oh, I didn't like what they had on. You can get it for them. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like,
you can teach them how to dress.
Yeah, you can teach them how to dress, how you would like them, even if they don't want to do it themselves. Like, how you would like them, like y'all going out, whatever, or like boom, if y'all trying to get kinky, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They dress like this, you know. And then, but that's, like I said, it's still not a standard where it's like, okay, when you in love, you don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like most of the time y'all gonna be naked anyways, bro. When y'all by alone at night, you living with them. You know what I'm saying? What you worried about that for? Like, that's so stupid. I don't care. You come outside with a trash bag, bro. If I love you, I love you, regardless of the fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like we ain't get to know each other. Like I may or may not like you. I don't want to see you in a trash bag. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. But if we talk though, even if you're in a trash bag, we talk and we find out that boom, I like you. I like you on a deeper level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm gonna get you about that trash bag, but. Yeah, I'm gonna do that though. Like that has to be, and that's a good trait to have, especially when it comes to having. Oh, I'm gonna decide to have kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you decide to have kids, they brand new. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta teach them stuff. So if you're not willing to teach your partners little stuff like, oh, okay, this is actually how you wash this.
That's a sign you don't need to have kids with them.
Yeah, this is how you do that. Like like. Oh, like everybody's just complaining about stupid stuff that you can help them with. You know what I'm saying?
If you have a problem with teaching your partner, you're definitely gonna have problems with teaching
your kids.
For
sure. It's gonna be some problems.
Don't even be
bro.
with them.
Yeah, it's gonna be some problems. Like, and you could say like, oh no, it's not. It's different. Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, there's levels to this, bro. Like, so you telling me, even if you just love little babies, so you telling me when they get 16 years old, you feel like they grown. When you feel like they're grown. Not when you made them grown. When you feel like they're grown. Oh, I can't teach another grown person XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. Like, no, yes, you can. And that's your job. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can. Especially if you're in a relationship with somebody, it's your job.
And then here's my thing, though, too. Like, the point of relationships and the point of finding another person is because of the fact that you won't always find someone who's just like you, but you will find someone who is able to fit in the areas where you don't have, or you're able to fit in the areas where they don't have, and you guys are able to click together to make a whole. That is never the point where you feel like you need to be something completely and somebody need to be something completely, because at that point, what is the point of being together? What is the point of, you know what I'm saying, wasting your time, unless y'all really like each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, it is about building together, meshing together, fitting a puzzle piece to be able to become a bigger picture. Like, when you focus on the wrong stuff, like, you ain't gonna get nothing but the wrong thing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the stuff is fixable, bro. A lot of people have problems with fixable stuff. You know what I'm saying? There is some stuff that is like, all right, it takes too long. Or it's not really fixable because it's a certain issue. But if it's like boom, like if you're dating somebody and you obviously are not sexually attracted to that gender, obviously that's not going to be something that you can fix. You know what I'm saying? Especially with what humans only have 60 years approximately, and about 20 of those are spent on actually growing up.
That's crazy.
So that's 40. That's about 40 right there. And then there's another 10, 20 years during the end where it's like you're gonna be too old to want to do that or can do that. So you really only have about 25 to 30 years to get to, you know what I'm saying, solve these little problems, and it's not gonna be solved within that time frame. So it's a waste of time. You know what I'm saying, to be dating somebody and they're not sexually attracted to you.
And for them to be wasting their time, so
yeah, gender wise, or any like other big like reasons why I can't be with this person. But no, like all the other stuff. Yeah, all the other stuff though, you definitely want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, don't block your blessings because of certain things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. People need to be more humble and be able to help other people. Like, that's the thing. If you feel like you're not willing to help somebody else, you shouldn't be in a relationship. You shouldn't be trying to have no kids or no person, because like that's the purpose of being in a relationship is to come together and actually improve each other. Like, that doesn't stop.
To be something way better than you were before, that you could even have thought you could have been, because it's two heads are better than one. What the fuck? You was able to find a brain that you like, that is able to contribute to your brain. That's amazing. But, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, as a whole, do you feel like we can agree that with relationships versus dating, it is a stepping stone? So dating first, relationship after, and there's still levels to all of those within all of those. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, and definitely about the exclusive. Like, I feel like during both of those processes, you should definitely be exclusive.
Yeah, because like we all, STDs is not cool, y'all. Yeah, like it's not the thing, not the wave, not the move.
Yeah, and then also too, if you have STD, like, please disclose.
Don't be doing that.
Yeah, please disclose people if you have an STD.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes. Like, that's a charge, and even if it's not a charge, you going to hell. Spirit don't like that. Don't do
that. So just let people know. You know what I'm saying? Some people cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but some people really not. So don't test people.
Like, that's life threatening. That's attempted murder right there. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to go ahead and just
push them buttons, because you don't want them to push back.
So just go ahead. Y'all stay positive, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay out here.
Not since y'all stay negative.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Stay. Y'all stay, whatever. Oh, heck nah. So, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's whatever, though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's whatever. You know?
But definitely, guys, it's a stepping stone. Two perspectives, male, female. Relationships has to have steps to it. Let's be exclusive. Let's try to actually be going towards something. We're supposed to be having goals and moving forward towards something. Not moving in circles, not tripping over, not hopping, skipping, collecting 300, doing none of that. All right? So, seriously. Stepping stones. Next.